You know why men are so weak today? It's because we gave our strength away. We're no longer strong anymore. We gave it all away. We're indecisive. We're emotional. We're not forward progress thinking. We don't take accountability. We're not leaders. Everything that makes a man, we gave it away. We didn't want it. We wanted to be boys. Extended adolescence. Arrested development. All these things encompasses why modern men are weak today. Like I said, we gave our strength away. We gave it to women. We gave it to government. We gave it to this person, that person. We just gave it away. We didn't want it. And then we look up and wonder why we don't get any respect. We look up and wonder why women act the way they do. That's the reason why. We gave our strength away. The thing that makes you a man, we gave it away. It's like somebody just cut your thing off, and now you're no longer a man. We didn't want that responsibility. We didn't want to lead. We didn't want to be visionaries anymore. It was too difficult. It was easier for us to just put the blame on somebody else. If you believe in divine order, then you understand God, man, woman, child, right? I believe in divine order. I believe I get my instructions from God, and then my lady follow me, or however, that's how I believe. That's how I just see nature. I see things that's just flow. You can beg to differ. That's cool. We can have a conversation about that. But I believe, and if you believe in divine order, you believe in a most high, whatever the case may be, that's how you see things. That's how you would want things. A woman would want her man to be a leader, to lead her to, glory, victory, whatever the case, however you may see it, the promised land, heaven, whatever the case may be, But we don't have that anymore. We don't have that drive anymore. Some could say it's because of the plastic or low testosterone. Men just don't have the incentive to be a man anymore. They gave that strength away. And that is the downfall of men. That's why everybody frowns upon modern men, because they don't have that strength. They don't have that thing that makes them a man. And if you look throughout history, some of the biggest downfalls of men have been because of women. They gave their strength away. Either they were too emotional, they were too into her, they gave up their purpose, they gave up the reason why they were here to follow behind the woman. Women controlling men. Now, let me say this. Women do not like men that they can control. Again, women do not like men that they can control. But we, as men, have taken on this people-pleasing energy, this seeking for validation energy, and we have given it upon the woman. So now we're seeking validation from her. We're seeking, her approval, where you should be getting your approval from God. Again, hierarchy, divine order. I believe we all should be getting our validation from God, but I believe strictly as a man, you're supposed to be getting your validation from God when we're talking about divine order. And the validation that you get from your woman is if she is still a part of your programming. That's how I see it. But you look at Samson, lost his strength to please the woman. You look at Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Mark Antony left Rome, went with Cleopatra, lost everything, lost his friends, lost his family, lost his kingdom, lost his people, lost his respect to follow behind Cleopatra, and eventually led to what? His suicide, his death. A lot of historical figures, a lot of people, kingdoms, kings, businessmen have lost, their empires have lost the things that have made them great due to the hands of a woman. And a lot of times, to be honest with you, it's not the woman's fault. It's not the woman's fault. She was just in her nature. A lot of women's nature is to conquer man. If they're not rooted in their true femininity, a lot of women's nature is to conquer man. So it's always this fight. And she wins when you give up your power. She wins when you give up your strength. She wins when you give up that divine order. Now, I said it's in a woman's nature to conquer man if she's not rooted in her femininity. If she's not rooted in her feminine essence, what makes her a woman? If she's not proud about that. If she's a Jezebel, or she's not rooted, if she's rooted into the world, worldly things and things of that sort, she's ultimately wants to conquer man. Don't you see it with business, rich men now? When they're dealing with these escorts or OnlyFans models, all these things of that sort? Or you listening to female rappers, what do they preach? Get the bag from the man, take him for everything he got. He ain't worth nothing, this. That's all them saying, conquer man. Again, because they're not rooted in divine order or in their feminine energy. So when you are a man and you giving your strength away to a woman and she's not rooted in her femininity or her divine order, you bound to drizzle down, dog. You bound to. You bound to. That's the only thing that's going to happen. This is why it's important as a man to stand on your principles. This is important as a man to find your strength and stand in it. That is what's going to make you a man. And if you lose your lady because of that, guess what? That's what's going to happen. But you can't be in this people-pleasing energy, giving your strength away, giving all the things that make you a man to a woman or to anything else outside of yourself because you want to be approved. You want to find some validation. Because you think that's the way to go. This people-pleasing energy is not. It's not. Stop giving your strength away. Take accountability. He who takes accountability is now able to control. And not in a controlling manner, but he is able to set the rules now. And that's what I'm telling black men. If we take accountability for the black community, we fix ourselves, we heal ourselves, and we grow and we start building. Now we have the rules. We set the standards of how we want our women to behave, of how people treat us. We set the standards because we took accountability. We didn't give our strength away. We didn't give away that accountability. We said, this is what we're going to do. We take accountability for this. This is how we're going to build. Now, since we've built up this beautiful infrastructure, if you want in, this is how you have to abide. This is how you have to play. Everybody else did it. Everybody else took accountability for where they were and what they had to do to fix it. And that's why they get the treatment that they get. So as a man, if you're not getting the treatment that you want or you feel that you deserve, take accountability. Stop giving your strength away. That's what's making you weak. All this lusting after women, that's giving your strength away. It's giving your strength away. In the physical sense and in the energetic sense. In the physical sense, when you're literally talking about your energy, sexual energy, all this energy, you giving it away. You just giving it away, giving it away, giving it away. Even if you're not sleeping with somebody, just that lust, that mental energy, that mental strain that's going on, you're giving away your energy where you could be putting that on ideas, plans, future goals, concepts that you could be working on, thinking on. You're giving all that strength away when you lusting after something, when you lusting after somebody. Stop giving your strength away. It ain't the testosterone is low. It ain't the plastics. It ain't, no. It's this up here. We've gotten weak. Chasing validation. People-pleasing tendencies. It don't work like that. That's not divine order. If we look at real life again, look at Shannon Sharp. Gave his strength away. And now look at him in the predicament he's in. Whether he did it or not, he gave his strength away. And now he's in the predicament he's in now. Giving your strength away and not controlling your lust would be the downfall of modern men. Again, giving your strength away and not controlling lust, not controlling your urges will be the downfall. You should have this vigor inside of you as a man. When you take control, you take accountability. You move when you move. You say what you say and you mean it. You should have this thing inside of you that will not allow you to do anything less than. It should just be inside of you. To where you do anything less than being a man, when you finna give away your strength, when you're having these people-pleasing tendencies, when you're seeking validation from outside sources, when you falling into these traps, it should be something in you as a man that alert goes off and say, hey, stupid, come back to real life. It should be something in you that is repulsed by that type of energy. And I see it nowadays, and I really see it when I'm walking in the mall and I see guys holding their women's purse. And I'm not saying holding her purse because she's doing something real quick or she's in the dressing room or whatever the case may be. No, like they're walking hand in hand. She's not holding anything and he's holding her purse. That's not chivalry. You giving away your strength. Now you a coat rack. You just switched up the whole power dynamics. You are in a people-pleasing tendency energy. You seeking validation. You doing everything to appease her, meaning you are giving your strength away to her for her to validate you. Men wearing purses, men crawling on knees, men doing all these weak things, lowering yourself, lowering your value for validation. This don't mean not listen to women. This don't mean you can't seek advice or counsel or anything of that sort from women or anything that's, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying is that when you do it, you should do it on your own merit. When you do it, you should already be grounded. When you do it, you're not coming from a seeking validation or seeking people-pleasing tendencies, or you're not doing it to seek validation. You're doing it because you respect the feminine energy and you respect the answers that she's going to give you, and you're going to apply it to your life. That's why you do it. Because you respect energy. Not because you're seeking something. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel. This is your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe out there. Love and blessings.